Have you ever thought that life just hasn't started yet? It doesn't feel like it. It's not what you were expecting it to be. Recently, I had some classmates repost some prom photos from when I was in high school, which was about a year ago from today. So I was looking at them and I'm like, they look so happy, joyous, and I'm not full of regret. I didn't go to prom. I had like zero friends, didn't make any effort to make any relationship with any women. And in general, I've never went to any school dance activity, never went to a high school party, none of that. And this is not to feel bad or anything. I don't regret it, but it's definitely something to look back on. Because I feel like we fall into a trap, especially when we want to be high performers or just be the best version of ourselves, where, I need to get to the next goal. I need to do this. I need to do that. Let me explain why this is absolutely deadly and why it will literally ruin your life. Basically, when I was in high school, I was dialed in. I had my macros on lock, my gym, my money. I was like, yo, this was when Andrew Tate was a big deal. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I was trying to escape the Matrix, you feel me? So I was like, yo, I literally had alarms on my phone. Every 2 hours, I'm downing a meal. Every second I have free, I'm working on my business. And did it work? Yes. I got a great physique. I also made more money. Or I wouldn't say great. I improved it, right? But the thing is that this constant need for improvement to outside people is great, right? He's improving himself so much. That's great. But the thing is that I was so focused on once I get this, I'll be happy. Once I get this, and this, I will start living life, that I never actually lived it. I would always be living for the future. Like, once I have a better physique, then I'm going to go out and do this. Or once I make more money, then I can do this. But the thing is, once you're always living for the future, you're never living for the present moment. So the present moment slips away. And then when you look back at it, you're like, okay, I did it. Whether you did or you didn't achieve these goals, you're looking back and you're like, I didn't even live during those times. So it's all a blur. You don't even know what you were doing during that time. And I think it goes a bit more deeper, especially when we look at ourselves. Like, a lot of these goals that we have, yes, it's to achieve them, but we kind of get our sense of worth from these goals. Like, if I don't have my macros today, I'm a failure. Or whatever it applies to you, it can be anything. It can be the gym, it can be making money, it can be, starting a YouTube channel, it can be anything. But we kind of basically get our self-worth from the things we do, from our productivity. So once you get stuck in this, it's an endless loop. Because also, let's say you do achieve that goal, the human mind always sets the bar higher and higher and higher. So you will never actually feel satisfied. No matter how good your physique is, how much money you make, how many subscribers you have, it can be anything. How pretty your girl is, how good your friend group is. It can be anything. But even once you get there, you're not gonna realize it because you're always setting the bar higher and higher and higher. So this is an endless loop because there's always more to be had. That's just how the human mind works. We always want more and more and more. And that's not always a bad thing. But when it becomes obsessive like this, where you're just like, once I get this, then I'm going to start living and be happy. It never happens. And yes, am I still dialed in? Yes, I'm still going to the gym. I'm still, starting businesses, running the ones I already had. But sometimes you just got to take a deep breath and look around and be thankful. How far you've came, and not always live for the future, but live for your present self. Because the way I like to think about it, and I don't know the answer to everything. You know what I mean? I'm on this road as much as everyone else is, and I will never claim to know everything, because once a man thinks he knows everything, he knows nothing, because he stops learning. And to learn is that's the basis of life. The more you learn, the more in tune you get with yourself, and in tune you get with your loved ones, your family, your friends. So I will never claim to know everything, and I don't know everything, and I will never know everything. But the solution I found for this is the future hasn't happened yet. So, you can't really base how you feel off the future. The past is already done. So you can't undo that and go back. So the only thing that is not a literal figment of your imagination is the present. Because if you think about it like this, people with Alzheimer's, they can't even tell the past. They don't know. Most people with Alzheimer's also they don't have the thought process of the future. They only live in the present. Now, this is a very hot take, but I feel like people with, these type of diseases where they forget stuff or they can't really think about the future, they're some of the most at peace people. Maybe they're not the happiest, right? But, they're not worried about stuff, and they're not worried about stuff that's going to happen or has already happened. They're just living their life. Yes, to the outside, just like when, you were putting in all this work, everyone was like, oh, great, you're doing great. For these people, it might be sad. Like, they forget their parents' name, or they forget their son's name, or they forget X, Y, and Z. But for them, it's just a normal day in the life. So I feel like there's something to take away from this, that yes, plan for your future and, realize the mistakes you've made so you can learn from them. But the only thing you have at the end of the day is the present. And once you learn that, no matter how much you get, it can be anything, whatever your craft is, however much, however good you get at it, however you, progress in it, you will never be satisfied. Ever. It doesn't matter what it is. There's always more to be had. So a takeaway from all of this is that sometimes you just have to take a deep breath, look around, and realize how beautiful life is. Go on a walk, just look at the nature, the views, how everything just flows with each other, and how everything was just perfectly made to, coexist with each other. And subscribe if you want to see future videos like this. This is my first video, so I know the quality is probably not the best, audio is not the best. I was probably rambling on a little first time on camera, but I appreciate you if you made it to the end of the video, and thank you very much.
Free audio post-production by Alphonic.com.